come here. It's story time once again. So, this is the second situation that I was in. Now, if you don't know, I'm known as Zoe. I'm known as Z, aka Goddess Z. Um, on my journey, on this journey that I'm on, I left everything, okay? And I winded up being at the airport, and I stayed at the airport for almost a month. Now, I just talked about one of the situations that I was in. Now I'm gonna talk about the second situation that I was in with a man. Let's get into it. So this man wakes me up out of my fucking rest. Bitch, I am sleeping on my suitcase with my jacket over my head. This nigga comes over. Red flag number one. I should have known. Anywho, 101 on the recording time. So I'm getting waking up out of my rest, and I'm being approached by this man who's just like, oh, so like you're still here. Yes, I'm still fucking here. And I'm just looking like, what the fuck do you want type shit. And so, like, I don't remember how all the conversation started, but 1, 2, 3 on the recording time, you know, once I kind of started listening to what he had to say and all this type of stuff, um, I was just like, oh, like, like you're awoken. You're one of those. You're one of us. Okay, cool. You know? And I'm looking at this as like a whole like I'm finding a mutual person, like a tribe member type thing. And so we're like chopping it up for like a few hours actually. And like I'm just like I was just really like in awe of like the similarities that we had, the situations that he was in, and like all like we had just a lot of things in common. One and two, we liked a lot of the same type of spiritual leaders. You know what I'm saying? Um, that are in the spiritual community, and like we listen to like certain people as well, like with their tarot messages. So it was just like, oh, like I found like a tribe member type shit, right? That's how I was viewing everything, because that's how everything was being approached. And yes, he gave me a compliment, told me how beautiful I was, like of course, like I get we you know what I'm saying. I wasn't thinking about him being interested in me, because he never said anything about like I'm interested in you type thing. Like I don't want to be like a friend. Like no, like I'm interested. None of that was said. Let's continue. So, I tell him my situation, all this type of stuff. And I didn't ask him to help me once again. He offers to help me. He's like, I live by myself, da 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 da. Like maybe like we could like do a few things and stuff like that. He was like, I throw spiritual events, and I do meditation events. Like I just did this, da 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 da. So I'm thinking like, oh, like okay, like maybe I could be introduced to, some of his people that he knows, you know what I'm saying? And maybe I could get some shit jumping off the ground, Because he's talking about, like, oh, like, you do, like, tarot messages. Like, we could probably, like, set you up a table somewhere, and like, maybe you could start getting yourselves, like, some earnings and blah, 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 like, from your messages. Like, this is the type of conversations that we're having. So I'm thinking, like, okay, like, this is going to be a dope-ass person. This is a dope person. And like cool, like I could, like I could do this, 444 on the recording time. So um later when he gets off, he takes me, and we're on our way to his house. And once I get there, he goes and gets us some food. I give him some money for like myself, because I wasn't expecting him to pay for me type thing. And once we ate after that, then he gets up and he's like, "You want to come into the bedroom?" And I'm like, "For what?" He's like, like we could like, just chill and cuddle and watch something. I'm like, "No, I'm good right here. Like I'll stay on the couch right here." Cause now my mind's like, oh, okay, now that I'm here, oh, it's a whole other shebang. So he comes back out and he's just like, "So like what's going on like with us? Like I thought that like we were like on the same page. It looks like we're not on the same page, and I thought like I made things clear." And I'm kind of shocked. Like, what do you mean you made things clear? You never said that you was interested in me. You never stated that like come on now. And he, starts to get a little upset because he's just like, "Oh, this isn't like what I wanted it to be. She's not what I wanted her to be," type thing. He starts to say things like, "Well, I've made hints." And I'm like, "Hints aren't like words." I was like, "You have to be very direct." And he's like, "Well, like whenever I approach women and all this type of stuff, they already know, and you're smart enough. Like you should have known that I was interested in you." What? You're a reader? You can read the energy? What? Like that's the shit that he was saying to me, and I'm just like, okay, yes, like I can read energy. Yes, like I am smart. But when a man isn't being direct, when you're not telling me your interests, why you're approaching me, you know, how am I supposed to know what something is? What the fuck? And it had me feeling some type of way at first. He was just trying to make me feel bad because of the way that he misread everything, and the fact that he didn't approach me how he should have approached me, and the fact that I wasn't what he wanted me to be. And so, little, not to make this too long of a story, but I thought we talked it out and hashed it out. The next day, we go out and we're having a good time. Like we go get ice cream, we go get stuff to make dinner, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking like, okay, like we hashed it out, we're good, and I'm still cool to be here. Later that night, little did I know that basically he was planning, he was just milking me all day to basically tell me that night that I need to be out his house in the rising when he went to go to work the next day, which I did. And I ended back at the airport. And so that was my second situation that I was in. And it's fuck that nigga every time. Fuck that nigga. Because what the fuck? But anywho.